Hi, it's Amy with Intuitive Coaching with Amy Radio, and this is your sacred space for spirituality, intuition, manifestation, metaphysical wisdom, and personal development. I want to talk about the fact that you can turn things around in an instant. As long as you're moving towards what you want, both in faith and in practical action, you are setting yourself up for rapid and sudden transformation of a situation. So here's how you do it. You want to get neutral. Let go of any feelings of shame. Shame is a kicker. Really, really decide you'll let go of the shame. Resentment, embarrassment, hurt, pain, anxiety, worry, or fear. You can't turn things around in an instant if those are your dominant energies. You got to get neutral. You got to surrender to your present moment and accept things as they are. And then you got to show up and give it your all. And know that things can turn around instantly and rapidly. Start telling yourself that. Things can turn around instantly and rapidly for me. I'm an exit manifester. And you got to look at your circumstances and say, this situation is shit. I accept that. And it's not a reflection of me. Doesn't mean I'm bad, doesn't mean I'm wrong, doesn't mean I'm a bad person. And if you have anyone in your life that's making you feel that way, hold your head high, suck it in, your core, find your inner strength, and say no. This situation does not mean that I am a bad person. This is not a reflection of my character, and we're going to get this handled. Because that's the other piece that'll hold you back. If you start taking it personally, start feeling bad about yourself, start thinking it means something about you, start thinking you fucked up and that you're wrong and you're bad. Why is this happening to me? Why is everything going wrong? Why is this situation so messy? Why is business slowed down? Why is my relationship a disaster? Why are things feeling chaotic? Because they do. It's a part of the journey. It could be a storm that's going to pass. This too shall pass. Or it could be a storm and a sign that it's time to make some changes in your life. And you can do both if you can get neutral. You can't do much of anything if you feel like shit and you feel bad about yourself and you think you're wrong and you're bad. You're not. You're a beautiful, wonderful, amazing child of God. And this is human life, and things don't always go smoothly and wonderfully and amazingly. But the beautiful thing is you can always turn them around, and you can turn them around rapidly. So if you need to vent to a trusted friend, vent to your intuitive coach, vent to God, get it all out. I've got a lot of practices that I can recommend for you to get it out quickly. And then you do you, and you do it to the best of your ability, and you engage all of your spiritual practices full out. Everything you know about manifesting, do it all, from your affirmations to your meditations to your visualizations. Do it all. And don't stop until whatever result you desire manifests. And you're going to focus on what you want, not on what you do not want. I just did a show on that. You can go back and listen to it. Focus on what you want. It's very tricky in the sense that when things aren't going the way we want, we can be like, why are things not going the way we want? I want them to. And you want them to turn around, yes, but the dominant focus and where you're pointing your energy is towards everything that's not working. So you're going to shift into focusing on the result that you want, not the unpaid bill. The bill is paid. The bill's paid. The bill's paid. Not the fact that you and your partner are not getting along right now. Me and my partner are harmonious and happy together. Not the fact that your boss is being a jerk to you. I am respected in my workplace. I'm respected on my job. Not the fact that sales are down. Sales can come. Sales do come. I've sold before. There are lots of sales available to me. I know there's someone that wants to buy right now. Got it? So you're going to stay rooted in what you want. Engage all of your spiritual practices. Do everything full out over and 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 over again with the spiritual practice. So it's not just your affirmations 10 minutes in the morning. If you want things to turn around rapidly, take your practical action, and in between, you are doing every spiritual practice that you know to do, not frantically, but because you know you're an excellent manifester and it's going to work for you, because it will. And then you keep moving towards what you want. And trust and know, again, that things can turn around in an instant for you. And at the same time, if you're sensing, hey, all this chaos is a sign that it's time for me to make some changes, then be actively making that change. I don't think you need to resolve something and then try to change. If you feel like it's time for change, it's time for change. And it all can work together at the same time. You don't have to know how it's going to happen. You don't have to know when it's going to happen. You don't even need to be checking for it. You just need to trust and know everything can turn around in an instant. Anything can change very, very quickly if you follow the recipe I'm giving you. If you're whining, complaining, focusing on everything you don't want, I get it. Lord, have mercy. I've been there so many times and not even realize that's what I was doing. You got to get neutral. You got to focus on what you want. You got to take action. You got to trust and believe everything can turn around in an instant. You got to let go of believing that has anything to do with you personally. You got to surrender. And you will find if you execute all these components of this recipe, you will turn it around rapidly. And if you want personalized psychic guidance, spiritual wisdom, energetic insights to help you turn around a situation, to help you navigate something you're going through, then I invite you to book or submit my email intuitive reading. It's $99. You send me your questions, the background on your situation. I tune in psychically, and I deliver you the most robust and comprehensive reading that's not just pretty words and symbols, but practical wisdom, insight that you can actually use to transform your situation. This is a beautiful option when you need insight, confirmation, or direction, or you want to receive intuitive coaching without scheduling a live session. You can find the email intuitive reading at intuitivecoachingwithamy.com. Thank you so much for listening. I pray this was useful. There's so many times I've been in situations where I'm just like, what the fuck? What's going on? And intuitively, I knew I could turn it around in an instant, but I didn't have the tools to do it. And in this show, I feel like I've laid out every tool that you need to be able to turn your situation around in an instant. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.